Okay, everyone. I thought we would bring this back to life given we had a few games yesterday and to sort of ring in the new, hopefully newish season. We'll see how long it lasts. Maybe 2 days, maybe it's already dead. Who knows? Um, so I thought I would look at this game, and our subject today will be Giga, who I have to say had absolutely shambolic games yesterday. Amusing, but just horrific shit. He's played too much with, um, and now he's absolutely in the shitter when it comes to his ish gameplay. So we got Giga. I'm also going to take a look here at Mr. Dragozer. Um, just something very amusing. But anyways, we'll be focusing mostly on Giga. Savage is on red, and Klopp is as usual on Hungary. Um, and that's all we really care about for now. So let's take a look here at these two. So this is all pretty normal, boring stuff from Giga. Nothing super exciting going on right now. Pretty standard Savage. He's not sending his cars out. It looks like he wants to blow the transport up, but maybe he's going to... Okay, so now he's loading. Nope. Nope, the cars are fake. Decoy cars. Oh, and Savage is also looking to... it makes sense. It's Encircled, and, he's really bad at trenching this shit off, but he actually has done, semi-decently here. We'll have to see how that goes. Interesting. Has Savage noticed this? The fake cars? They only work if he notices. If he doesn't notice... Oh, he did notice. Looks like he noticed. But he's not overly panicking. He just is really trenching things off. Because it's only two cars. So it's a good reaction. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this. I personally would probably back off here. But I guess, looking at the trenches themselves, if he was doing that, there's not that many infantry actually loaded. But it's just these walls are really, really difficult to deal with. Maybe we'll speed things up here. Okay, so here we go. So Giga's going for this, which I don't really love. I guess I like it to the extent you can quickly get the factory. It looks like Savage hasn't even noticed. Oh no, he has noticed. Let's slow it down. He's noticed, but he's kind of hard committed here. See, you got to back off at this point. This is done. So Giga's actually got the factory now for free. This is pretty bad by Savage, I can't lie. He's actually down to 192 food, and Giga's at 93 food. So at this point, you're probably thinking, forfeit is right, because you're pretty much fucked. Unless Giga were to terribly misplay this, which, it's Giga, so it's possible. So he's going to load the cars up. Looks like he wants to get up to Moscow. See, but here's the thing, right? You almost gotta be careful, because he's only got two machine gunners left, I think. 2 or 3. And you got to remember that Russia can always create an army of Cossacks and just evaporate your own army, especially if you need 10 machine gunners. 4 is not going to cut it. And you think Giga would know this because he plays Russia all the time and abuses the shit out of the fucking horses. But apparently he thinks he can just run right up to basically what he's doing is he's deciding to trap this army. And let's be realistic here too. Are 2 howitzers going to be enough to take Moscow? Probably not, because he's going to make mortars, and even if he makes 1 or 2 howitzers, you're going to get repelled, and then you're also trapping your whole army. So my question would be why don't you just take your advantage of having the factory and then back out? Well, you still can, right? Because then you're up a factory. Oh, I see. Is he going to try and ferry howitzers through here? Nah, that's not going to work. Never. Okay, so he suicided a car. So Savage 185 food. Giga's at 90. See, now he's fucked. He's trapped. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bros. Oh, now, okay, so he's decided. I need to now walk all the way back here to address this issue. It's too late, buddy. It's over. Oh my god. So Savage maybe doesn't need to take this fight right now. But I guess you don't want him to trench up. Oh my god. He could pull these units. I hope he's bringing these units. He is. I would have probably liked him to hold off a bit, which it looks like he does now, and then just surround this kid. So let's just take a brief intermission from Giga absolutely fucking throwing this game to take a look at what's going on here, which is Scarlet has decided to send all of his howitzers to Dragozer, which is, you know, whatever. But the more interesting decision for me is Dragozer here has decided he's not going to make his own howitzers. Instead, he's just going to use his 2 howitzers and get upgrades, I guess. I'm not sure about that decision. I think you'd still want your own howitzers because you'll kill Serbia even faster. So not sure about that. Definitely not sure about that, actually. Very questionable shit from Dragozer. But hey, you know what? Everyone's remembering how to play the game, so we'll forgive him. Meanwhile, looking at Giga here, and this is just like, this is some like Poussin tier East Germany where you just shit the bed, you get encircled. So looking at food counts, 175 to 80. And also, here's the other thing, right? Like, this guy's completely wide open to getting landed. And I did tell Mars to land ages ago, but Mars is unfortunately incredibly slow. Actually, I may not have told him yet. Yeah, I don't think I've actually told Mars to land yet. It's just unfortunate that he's so fucking slow when he actually does it. So yeah, here's Giga getting surrounded. It's over, bros. This is just sad. Like, just terrible decision making. Really, really horrible decision making. Bit of miss micro there from Savage. But, you know, you got 2 howitzers. Don't let the cars go. Kill the car. Focus the trench. Focus the trench. Savage, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, well, not great micro from Savage, and he actually does lose probably more food than he needed to. But Giga at this point, like, he took a factory. Pink is all up in his shit. Let's look at Fog War. Yeah, Pink's like took out this racks, but hasn't taken this racks. This is still Reds. I think I land Pink at some point. So Giga 55 food, 61 food. Savage 149. Savage did make another racks. Giga made a racks, but no research center. 3 more howitzers, lost 2. Warsaw totally untouched. You know, like, it's just like you could have had Warsaw for sure, and you chose instead to basically do nothing with your army except trade food, which isn't really good unless you're going to totally wipe Russia out, which you didn't. And at this point, you're just going to get abused now, kid. Mars, oh yeah, here we go. This guy, you know, when I tell you to land Berlin, you don't need to take your whole fucking army. Like, you can take three transports, take your howitzers, take a bunch of MGs, and take a transport of infantry, and just land and throw trenches down, and then go back and get more men. Instead, this guy waits 10 fucking years to load up all his shit. And he's still, look at him, he still has it. He's just struggling, right? I'm not certain that he even uses 2 hands to play his fucking game because of how slow he's going. This is crazy. He probably also only made transports off of 1 shipyard instead of using all his three shipyards. Again, just taking his sweet-ass time to the point where, like, Giga's all the way back here. Like, imagine if he had landed earlier when Giga was here trapped with, like, nothing in Berlin itself. But hey, you can't expect much more from Mars, okay? So, Giga said that this really wrecked him, this landing. So I just, as if he wasn't already wrecked. 59 food to 150 food. Yeah, he got the factory. Okay, what the fuck is this? Savage, what the fuck is this? This is just disgusting. What the fuck is this? That should be, oh my, okay. Well, we got this guy making a research center in Minsk. We got this guy here deciding that he wants to have two 5.5 howitzers by the time Italy spawns instead of having like 12 howitzers of his own. Interesting decisions all around. So here's Mars landing. Scarlet, meanwhile, doesn't have a single howitzer, but I gotta say, he's really untouched, so not a terrible decision. Mars is... Come on, unpack your fucking MG. Jeez, I also don't get, like, he had 5 transports, but, like, his army's so tiny. Trenching, like, a little too aggressively here. Should load up. I mean, again, like, Giga said this wrecked him, but I don't really see how. Oh, I see. Savage also attacked. That's good. Good. I mean, but, like, Giga was already wrecked. Like, let's be honest here. Mars now so brain dead that he's going to get encircled. I'm pretty sure I tell him, like, get the fuck out of there. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the end of the road for Giga. So I mean, all this stemmed from something that ended up. This shit still kills me. All this stemmed from a decision to basically get too greedy after you got your factory, and just go for Moscow when you didn't even have like the firepower to take it. 2 howitzers isn't going to cut it, and anytime you're trying to do like the fucking supply line shit, it's not going to work unless you're able to like. You pretty much really got to wall off this whole section very well. A little line from like here to here isn't gonna work, as we saw. So Savage actually did pretty good to recover. I would say it's more Giga throwing than Savage like doing super well, because frankly this was really dumb here. He stayed way too long here, and really he could have been behind if Giga had just backed off and gone up 1 factory. But again, Giga, not the greatest decision making there. Definitely suicidal. Definitely reconsider picking this guy on East Germany for the time being. I don't know. He's got to work out some kinks. Dragos are also maybe consider making your own howitzers. Sorry, I just we'll cap this off with what was just extremely bizarre to me. So here he goes with his howitzers, which are, he's got 2, 3. He has 3 fucking howitzers. But hey, they're like 2-1, and his infantry are 1-0 when Italy spawns. So here he goes with Scarlet's howitzers, but wait a minute. See, here's the issue. This guy himself has no howitzers, so eventually, like, he's gonna need his howitzers back. And when they leave, where does that leave Dragozer? Has Dragozer thought about this? Did he think he's gonna keep these the whole game? Like, these are just his now? Uh-oh, there we go. Uh-oh, guys. We got a problem here. I've only got 3 howitzers now, suddenly. Sorry, 2 or 3 howitzers? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you think this through? and I'm literally like, what the fuck is this? I thought he made a factory, but he didn't even make a factory. I could honestly see like making the factory and then pumping howitzers. That might be like a pretty high IQ play. The research center, not a fan of it, because it puts you really behind. And he lost a howitzer. Oh no. Anyways, that's all I'm going to cover here. Mostly just wanted to highlight Giga's absolutely fucking shambolic gameplay. I could do maybe a series of this from the games yesterday, of Giga relentlessly shitting the bed over and over. But I'll be nice to him since it is the first few games back. So yeah, that's it. My advice from this game is, when you're going for the factory here, or when you're going into Russia, like think about your unit comp, think about what Russia has. Never forget the power of the horses. Okay, and frankly, Savage didn't even have that many horses. He just killed this guy with infantry, medics, and mortars. Like, his game over. My advice, if you're Russia, maybe don't do this. Uh, Take the time and train a peasant and make your research center somewhere safe, not wide open here. Anyways, pretty good first few games back. And so as these continue, feel free to send me replays, and I will do my replay analysis. But that's it for now.